Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Oh, fully in the shot. Fully in the shot, the microphone. That's okay. That's just gonna have to be how it is.
There's microphones in court.
I guess that's kind of true. Well, all rise for the Honorable me, Judge Learned Hand. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and reset that sub goal too. I knew there was something that I was forgetting. Folks, welcome in to the Now York Superior Court where justice rules. I am the presiding judge this evening, Judge Learned Hand. Oh, and we are revealing our evidence. Welcome in. If you are joining us tonight, that means you are our faithful jurors who will be helping me figure out which of these defendants are guilty of the crimes for which they stand accused. We've got a whole slew of potential criminals out there, and we'll need your help to figure out if they did the crime and if they should do the time. But not all of these criminals are guilty, and the way we'll figure that out is, of course, we'll ask them some questions. I'll ask them some questions, you'll ask them some questions, but there's also a variety of ways that you can submit evidence to help us get to the truth. So, as you may have noticed up on that television screen, there was an image there. Oh, and we gotta bring in the Discord images. I forgot to do that too. We pulled them. Nope, just 2 things out of the like 23 that there are. Okay, so there are images on the Discord that can be put onto this television screen with the sound alerts. That'll look a little something like this. Yep, I'm confident that that was a very important piece of evidence in a trial that we had sometime earlier. So submit images in the Discord. If you haven't already joined the Everything Now Show Discord, submit some images. You might see yours on that screen later this evening as a valuable piece of evidence in one of our trials. You can also subscribe and submit written evidence. That'll look a little something like this. Kay Teakin, during one of our previous trials, said, "I was just cleaning the windows when some crazy detective lady broke down my door shouting, 'Peaky Blinders.'" And of course, that made a lot of sense if you were there for that trial. So if you subscribe, you can submit written evidence. Just tell us what you want to say in your testimony, and we will show it on stream just like that. And if we get 15 subscriptions, we'll head on down to the firing range for some firearm training. You'll get an opportunity to shoot some people. And you can donate $5 to bring a witness to the witness stand. So if there's anybody you want to talk to during these trials, a celebrity, a fictional character, or ideally just somebody who's related to the person on trial, donate $5, tell us who you want to put on the stand, and we will bring them into court for some testimony. So that is pretty much it. That's how it works. I hope that you all understand, because it's time now to figure out what this first case is going to be. So I misplaced my docket earlier this evening, and I can't remember what this first defendant stands accused of. Would you remind jurors in the chat, reminding me of what crime this guy allegedly committed? Just go ahead and start suggesting some. Lydia Petunia says they weren't listening. Okay, that's fine. As long as somebody out there remembers what giving IBS? You mean me? Double dipping from first time chatter, Mighty Platypus. We'll take that from a first time chatter. Welcome in, Mighty Platypus, and thank you for reminding me that this first defendant stands accused of double dipping. Now, of course, obviously, even pre-pandemic, double dipping was something of a social faux pas, something that you should not do when in the company of others. But since the COVID epidemic, or plandemic, as I personally believe it to be,
Judge, what a reveal.
They
docket inside, but you were willing to say that.
Look, that's not political. That's just the truth. In any event, now that everybody got the germs, not only is it a social faux pas, it's a potentially deadly mistake to be double dipping even amongst friends and family, and that's exactly what this first defendant stands accused of. So, folks, please respectfully do not clap. We've been having a problem with that recently, but please respectfully turn your attention to the defendant at the podium, and if you wouldn't mind, sir, state your name for the record.
5 of the best cars ever. That is a tall order.
I told you guys not to clap. Don't clap for the defendant. Sir?
Or the Bentley EX
Sir?
5 of the best
Excuse me, did you just
cars
restart
ever.
the video?
That is a 5 of the
Sir?
best cars
Excuse
ever.
me,
That
sir.
is a tall order. And no.
What's going on?
Yeah, hi. You're on trial, sir.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Can you please state your name for the record?
My name is Keybold Shaft.
Keybold Shaft?
Keybold Shaft.
Keybold Shaft?
I'm a bench center for the Milwaukee Bucks.
All right, Mr. Shaft. Well, do you understand the crime for which you stand accused today?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry, people started clapping. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, can you guys not applaud the defendant? He's
Bucks!
on trial for a serious crime. Is that a basketball you brought into the courthouse, sir? This is not the place for that.
The season just started, so I'm just making sure that I'm, getting my fundamentals taken care of. And
Okay, well, you're going to have a lot more to worry about than the season starting up if we don't get to the bottom of this case soon, Mr. Shaft. Now, do you understand the nature of the crimes for which you stand accused?
yes, I'm inside of a courtroom right now, and apparently someone says I did something, so I'm here to defend myself.
Can you speak up? I can barely hear you.
Yeah, so apparently someone said that I did something naughty, so I went to this courthouse that we're at right now, and, I'm just here to defend myself and just talk about what happened and see if I actually did something naughty and I'm going to go to jail for it or whatnot, or if I can keep on playing this season. And I haven't played a single minute this season. I've mostly been sitting on the bench and helping Thanasis Antetokounmpo with his podcasting equipment while the games are going.
Okay, I caught some of that. Mr. Shaft, you're on trial right now for the crime of double dipping. Do you know what that is?
Your Honor, is that like that Seinfeld episode where George is caught with the chip and he puts the chip inside the dip and then he eats the part of the chip and he puts the other part of the chip inside the dip and some guy's like, that's double dipping, you shouldn't do that?
Yes, actually, it is exactly like that. I don't know if I would have necessarily described it within the context of an episode of Seinfeld, but it seems like you're familiar with the concept.
Your Honor, I would never do that consciously in my life. So I'm being framed, I'm being backstabbed here potentially by one of my adversaries or rivals on the Milwaukee Bucks or any of the other basketball teams such as the Chicago Bulls or the Boston Celtics.
You think that somebody on another basketball team maybe framed you for this crime?
I think Drew Holiday maybe is upset that they kept me and not him, so I think that he probably blamed me for double dipping at one of the backstage dinner parties we have after the games.
Tell me about these backstage dinner parties. Who's in attendance and what sort of things are going on there?
Well, all the mascots are there usually, first and foremost, and then they let the kids in.
I'm sorry, all the mascots are there?
Yes, the mascots are there hanging out, and they have tables that are sized up to fit their mascot's scale because, they're kind of bigger than
Yeah,
human
they're
beings.
bigger.
Exactly, so the tables and chairs are bigger and also look colorful also. And anyway, they get them catered. It's pretty good. So, yeah, I was at a backstage party after one of the basketball games. And everyone's just kind of there dribbling their basketballs and chatting about their lives and what they're interested in and what they're doing. It's kind of like a networking event, and basically.
All right, I'm going to cut you off there because I mostly can't hear what you're saying, sir, but we do have a piece of evidence here which I understand is an image that was taken at the party that you're describing. So we're gonna take a look at this image, and if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Shaft, please explain to me what it is we're looking at.
Yeah, that's my tooth piercing that I got recently.
You have a tooth piercing?
Yeah, ever since we got the ring 2 years ago, they gave me a tooth. They gave me like $300. Thank you. They gave me.
I'm sorry, who is that?
This is my guy.
One of the training staff, Judge. Let me see that arm.
It's a sports scientist, a sports doctor. I can't believe it's a technical term.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Okay, sir,
Taking care of yourself.
this is a criminal
You taking
trial.
care of
You're-
yourself?
I'm trying
You feel
my
like
best.
a fucking animal out there.
I mean, mostly,
Goddamn killer.
yeah, mostly sitting down, but yes.
There you go. That's what I like to see.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. This is a criminal trial. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay?
All right. Sorry, one sec. I'm just gonna
What is that? Really hard to see on camera.
mop up in front of him here.
Okay.
He's sweating like a pig, Judge.
All right, Mr. Shaft. Mr. Shaft, I want you to tell me a little bit more about this double dipping situation. Now, what I'm being told is that the chip that was allegedly double dipped seemed to have a signature bite mark that appeared to have a tooth that had a ring in it. That would indicate that it was your mouth that bit the chip.
I suppose that is a possibility, but
Unless there's someone else you know that has such a sort of eccentric piercing.
well, we have a special teams guy who's a Dracula, and he has weird sharp teeth. So
What is special teams in basketball?
It's the guys that shoot the balls.
It's the guys that shoot the balls? Isn't that everybody?
No, but these guys do it from half court. So it's when there's like 2 seconds left in the round, and they're like, "Well, we gotta get one of those half court shots just in case when the buzzer goes out." So
Like a punter, Judge.
it's like a punch.
Well, yeah, I'm familiar with the concept
They're called
of special
chuckers.
teams in football.
They're called chuckers
They're called chuckers?
because they chuck the ball.
So you've got a guy on your team who just sits on the bench for the first everything up until the last 2 seconds, and then you bring in your chucker and he makes a half-court shot?
Yeah, at the 0.3 mark, 0.3 seconds left in the thing, they get the chuckers out and they get the ball and they just huck it across the court, and maybe they make the points, maybe they don't. Maybe.
Well, you'd hope that they would if they're being paid an NBA salary to play 0.2 seconds of a game.
They're called special teams for a reason because they're very special people.
Got
I
it.
want a salary envy from you, Judge.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, if judges were paid the same amount as NBA players, I think we'd live in a very different society.
I completely
Can't be
agree
worse.
with that.
Well, hard to say.
They also have to treat college judges much better, I think.
I completely agree. We should be able to pay college judges.
Exactly, in between their classes.
And they should be able to do endorsements for like Nike and stuff. All right, Mr. Shaft, I think we're going to be bringing a witness to the stand in just a moment, but I want to hear a little bit more about this party. So you're mingling. There's another player there who you seem to have some sort of confrontation with or beef with. And do things escalate? Was there an inciting incident at this party that perhaps may have led to him framing you for doing the alleged double dip?
Yeah, so basically...
What are you doing with your face?
What? I'm not doing anything.
You are doing something. I can see you doing something. Thank you for the sub.
Sir, Your Honor, people say, my doctor tells me that I'm not that unlike a turtle who recedes back into his shell when he is nervous.
You're nervous, and that's why you're doing that?
This is kind of like a Linus Blanket style biological reaction to the current situation that I'm in.
All right. Well, we've got our witness, and thank you for that sub, Mighty Platypus. Welcome in. If you'd like to submit some written testimony, you're welcome to do that. That could be very valuable
Sir,
at this time.
Your Honor, I'm just realizing, are you sure that I'm not here for being accused of double dribbling?
Yes, that's a penalty. It's not a crime. That's a penalty within the game of basketball.
Because I'm a basketball player.
Yes, I caught that. That's pretty much all we've covered so far. Mr. Shaft, we've got a witness we need to speak to now, so I'm going to turn the mic over to him. Mr. or Mrs. Witness, if you wouldn't mind, please state your name for the record. And Keybold, I'm going to need you to step out of that shot.
Okay. Hey, I'm JJ Moser. I'm a trainer for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Wait, weren't you the guy who was just here a minute ago giving him like a massage?
That's right, Judge. That's
and now
correct.
you're the witness?
That is correct, Judge. I think it makes sense because I do know him. He's
I
a
guess
friend.
that's true.
I'll just say that Keybolt's probably one of the most important players on the team. What Giannis and Dame are doing out there is really good, but I think if after they do one of their incredible dunks or shots, if there's not someone on the bench to kind of be whipping a towel and jumping up and down really excited, does the point even count? How do we move forward if we don't have someone who's on the bench standing up, grabbing the people next to him and being like, what? Whoa, what? And that's where if there should be a spot in the All-Star game for him, I think.
You're saying that Mr. Shaft brings a lot of, I guess, charisma and positive morale to the team.
Absolutely, Judge, and just as a character witness.
Seems to just be on his phone right now.
5 of the best cars ever. That is a tall order.
He's shown me this video.
The Shelby GT500 CR or the Bentley
Mr. Shaft, do you think you could potentially save that video for when you're finished being on trial?
All right, I put it in my watch later playlist.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Trainer, I'm sorry, your name was, you're just listed as the trainer. JJ? JJ!
What? Sorry.
Hey, can we all put our phones away? This is a criminal trial. Can we all focus up a little bit?
Me too, Judge?
Yes, Bailiff. You're on your phone too, Bailiff?
Yeah.
Yeah, put that away.
I was watching American Bully Goes to Balkan School.
Okay.
I was watching a cooking video.
All right, everybody put your phones away. Now, JJ...
They baked mac and cheese in the video.
You gotta send me that link.
What's your phone number?
No, do not exchange phone numbers with the defendant.
1, 2,
If you
3.
airdrop it to me, I can send it to him.
What's your phone number?
It should be, if you look for airdrop, you should see JJ Moser.
JJ oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to send it.
Alright, airdrop it to me.
It's saying the file's too big.
For an airdrop?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, I'll try to send the link instead.
Alright, send me the link.
We're not looking at the world's coolest or highest performing vehicles. As awesome as Lambos and Bugattis are, they're
Okay, can we focus up here, please? Some decorum. JJ, is there anything else you'd like to say or put on the record in regard to the trial currently at hand?
No, I think I've pretty much said all I had to say. He's a
Great,
person.
okay. We are good on you then, JJ. Thank you for your testimony. Mr. Shaft, I think we're just about finished with you as well. I want to give our jurors an opportunity to ask you some questions directly if there's anything else they want to know, and then we're going to put it to a vote. So I'll direct your attention here to the jurors box. Jurors in the chat, if you have any questions you'd like to ask Mr. Keybold Shaft directly, anything you want to learn about the chip double dip situation, or, okay, I guess some people want to know your favorite Family Guy character. Go ahead and ask those questions now.
No doubt you gotta go with the fundamentals. Obviously, you have Chris, Stewie, and Brian, who are the hilarious ones in the family, and you have Peter, too. But personally,
That's like all of the male characters in the show.
Personally, I'm a big fan of the nudist that Fred Willard played at one point pretty early on in the show's run, and also
deaf guy?
nope, there's another guy who, when Meg was dating the nudist or something like that. And also there's
All right, there's a lot of questions, Mr. Shaft.
There's a lot of Family Guy
We don't have to
characters,
stay
I
on
know.
the Family Guy question.
There's
Can you
a-
answer some of these other questions that are maybe more related to the case?
I like Mr. Weed. I wish he didn't die so gruesomely, but Mr. Weed was really funny.
All right, let's get the poll up.
Do I like Dunkaroos? Yes, I do. They're the only dunks that I actually pull off in my life. How big is the shaft? Comfortable. Is the basketball real or fake? This is a real basketball. Favorite shaft? The one from like the year 2000 that Samuel L. Jackson was in. Corn or potato? Corn. What flavor was the dip? It was mango habanero. And I was dipping a Tostito scoop into the mango habanero. And I was working on the fundamentals, making sure that the dip was inside of the scoop, so it's kind of like a bowl, like a miniature bowl, not unlike a waffle cone bowl. You get it at an ice cream store, but instead it's a tortilla chip that you put the dip into, but there's walls so that the dip doesn't spill out from the chip. And I was just working basically on the fundamentals and making sure that I ate the chip and the dip got into my mouth and not spill on my nice t-shirt.
Okay, I think I've seen enough here. We can go ahead and close out that poll completely. Mr. Shaft, you are not in the YMCA or on a basketball court. You are in a court of law. Maybe you have your courts confused, Mr. Shaft. Maybe you have your courts confused. This is a court of law.
That's funny, Judge. You've been sitting on that the whole trial?
I just thought of it right now. But it's still pretty good. In any event, Mr. Shaft, wake up. The verdict is in and the jurors have voted. And they've entered a verdict of not guilty.
Let's go get some Dippin' Dots, huh? Let's go get some Dippin' Dots.
We're good?
You earned them.
All right, cool.
You earned some Dippin'
Great.
Dots.
Hey, thank you. You want me to sign anything, Your Honor?
No, you're free to go, Mr. Shaft. Take care, I guess. They're getting Dippin' Dots after being on trial for double dipping.
you
There's
sign
something to do there.
Can you sign my Samsung Galaxy?
Yeah, of course.
On the screen, please.
Okay.
You have a pencil?
No.
Bailiff, can you do this some other time? All right.
Okay, can you sign it now? I waited, Judge.
Folks, that was our first trial, and it always makes me happy when we can find out that somebody was innocent. Yes, obviously it's uncomfortable when an innocent man is accused of a crime, but all the more redeeming when we're able to then recuse them, and I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. In any event, we did it, folks. We did our first trial, but there's more to come. If you're just joining us here, my name is Judge Learned Hand, and you at home are our faithful jurors who are helping us decide if any of these people are guilty of the crimes that they stand accused of. You can submit evidence in a variety of ways. I know we got a sub a little while ago, and I don't think we actually got the written testimony from that subscriber.
They never gave it to us. They're new. They're a newbie.
They're new. I think it was Mighty Platypus. Mighty Platypus, just so you know, if you subscribe, you can submit written testimony. You just type it in the chat, and we'll display it on stream.
I think they wrote something out, but they didn't add us. So
Ah.
I missed it.
Okay, Mighty Platypus, you gotta at the channel so that our person who writes that stuff down can see it.
But it's okay. I love you, even though you fucked up.
Okay.
Even though you did something fucking stupid.
We will get you on this next one. And that goes for anybody else. If you subscribe, you can submit written testimony as well. Help us hit our goal. We need 15 to hit our goal during tonight's proceedings. Mighty Platypus didn't even intend for it.
He says I'm good. He says I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, great. And you can submit images for us to put on the TV, and you can call a witness, and that's how it works. All right, let's figure out who this next defendant is. Could somebody remind me of what this next defendant stands accused of? Just list off some crimes, try to jog my memory, if you wouldn't mind, chat. What did they do? Unlawful discharge of a firearm, sleeping on the job, collecting elders' dentures, public nudity, blasphemy, shitted thy pants. Peeing off the top of a skyscraper, snot rocket. Stealing newspapers from first-time chatter, fart sounds and stuff. Thank you, Fart Sounds and Stuff, for your suggestion. Yes, this next defendant stands accused of stealing newspaper. Now, newspapers, though some would say are something of an item from a bygone era, they're still our way of finding out what's going on, at least for many of us, especially the older generation. And so stealing a newspaper is not just stealing, it's stealing reality in a way. It's stealing the facts that ground us here on Earth, and a piece of history as well. And so hopefully this next defendant did not commit such a heinous crime, but it's going to be up to you, and mostly me, but a little bit you too, to help decide whether or not this defendant actually did that. So defendant, go ahead and take your place at the podium, and if you wouldn't mind, state your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Banana Jones.
Mr. Jones, it seems that you're still wearing a helmet. I don't know if you maybe took a motorcycle or a bicycle here.
I did, Your Honor. I'm actually between deliveries right now. So,
I see. You're what, like a door dasher?
No. I collect and deliver foreskin that has been discarded.
What do you mean discarded?
Circumcision, Judge. It's when they cut the tip of the penis off.
Yeah, those are actually valuable organs. We don't think of them as that, but I go to synagogues. I go to.
I don't think they do that at the synagogue. I think it's at the hospital.
I think they do, because that's where I get them. I do go to hospitals too, mortuaries, and I just pick up discarded foreskins and I deliver them to.
You keep using the term discarded, like. So I guess that's what they do with it. I guess they don't keep it.
Yeah, no, this is my job.
And where do you take them?
Well, I deliver them to atheists, former Christians, former Jews, former Muslims who want to reclaim their atheism. And I think the most powerful way of doing that is to put your foreskin back on.
Well, it's not your foreskin.
Well, it's someone's.
So you're delivering people foreskins and they're then going on to graft the foreskin back onto their penises?
Yes, Your Honor. I have 15 right here.
In the briefcase?
Yes, I'm between deliveries right now.
I see.
How much one of those going to run me if I was to inquire?
Bailiff, how much would it cost?
These are donations. I do this for free.
Okay, so it's not really a job. It's more of just kind of like a hobby or a volunteer opportunity.
Well, I'm actually a devoted Christian, and this is my way of giving back to the community. We don't care what religion you are. We just want to help.
Okay, well, Mr. Jones, at the end of the day, you're not on trial for your religion or your hobbies or your volunteer work. You're on trial today because someone has accused you of stealing newspapers. Do you know anything about that?
I do, Your Honor. I'd actually like to put in a guilty verdict for myself.
You want? Oh, okay. So you want to plead guilty?
Yes, if I can get some time off or something.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I follow. What do you mean by time off?
Maybe just like a vacation, because this is a very stressful job, and I'd like to appeal the city of Los Angeles for some time.
I'm sorry, is someone making you do this? It sounded like you were a moment ago you said you were just doing this out of the goodness of your heart and your faith.
Look, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, you do, as a rule.
It's the atheists, man. It's the atheists. They're so hungry for foreskin. They can't get enough of it. I'm struggling. I'm drowning in foreskin here. I need a break.
Are they eating them?
No, they're putting them back on. They're sewing them back on.
You said they were starving for them.
I think he meant like that was like figuratively starving for them.
I think fuck.
I mean, I bet they taste good.
Okay, can we get the bailiff, the team of bailiffs to be no. Mr. Jones, if you feel that you're overwhelmed by your work, I'm not sure I understand what's stopping you from just taking a break. Surely, stealing a newspaper in hopes that you'll be locked away in prison and thus unable to deliver foreskins is not the solution.
I can't take a break, Your Honor, because God's always watching, and I do this for altruism reasons. So I don't know if you could put in a good word with God or something. I'd appreciate that.
God hasn't listened to me in a long, long time. We've got some evidence now that I'd like to take a look at in just a moment, Mr. Jones. So I'm going to direct your attention up to this television here, and I'd like for you to explain to the court and to me what it is exactly that we're looking at. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, bailiff, are we prepared to take a look at that evidence?
Am I allowed to talk?
Which one are you talking to?
Whoever is in charge of putting the evidence on the TV, you're allowed to talk and tell me whether or not we're ready.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so are we ready to look at the evidence?
Yes.
Which one are you talking to?
I explained that already.
I'm sorry, I'm on my iPad.
Now, Mr. Jones, who is this and what's going on here?
That's my girlfriend's cat.
That's your girlfriend's cat. Well, they seem to be surrounded with quite a bit of money and what looks to be potentially some weapons.
Yes, Your Honor. I have to protect myself because these foreskins are very valuable, and even though I'm donating them for free, there is a bounty. These foreskins are like pussy, Your Honor.
I'm not sure I follow.
Very, very valuable, and everyone wants it.
You got the poet also.
Wow. Stop snapping for him. It seems like we're going to be bringing a witness to the stand who might be able to help me understand exactly how this sort of underground foreskin economy works. But in the meantime, Mr. Jones, what I'd like to know is, so you stole this newspaper and you admitted as much. What was your plan once that happened?
I was going through the obituaries, Your Honor. I was looking for recently deceased atheists and seeing if they had any discarded foreskins that I could take.
Well, wouldn't recently deceased atheists have lost their foreskin presumably like years and years ago? Like, wouldn't you want to be looking for like
no, these are lifelong
fresh
atheists.
Jewish babies?
These are lifelong atheists that already had it attached.
I see. Okay.
So I go in, I go to the funeral home, I pay my respects, and I distract everyone while I cut off their foreskin. And then I put it in my briefcase.
And the briefcase is what? Like somehow insulated so that they don't go bad?
No, it's just a regular briefcase, Your Honor.
Okay, so there's just a bunch of human flesh just kind of squished into that non-insulated briefcase.
Yes, Your Honor.
I gotta imagine, and that is what I'm smelling. Okay, I was noticing that it smelled really insane in here when you walked in, and now I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Yes, Your Honor.
All heroes wear capes, Judge.
Okay, well, look, Mr. Jones, like I said, you're not on trial here for your hobbies or for what you do with these foreskins, as long as you're getting them, as you say, voluntarily or volunteered to. You're not stealing the foreskins. However, you are on trial and apparently are pleading guilty to the crime of stealing a newspaper. Now, there is an opportunity for you to get out of any potential punishment for this if you're able to justify stealing the newspaper in some sort of affirmative defense, like like self-defense. You know, like if you were to say, like, if I didn't steal this newspaper, I would be in some sort of physical danger.
I'd rather not, Your Honor. I'd rather just plead guilty and get some time off and take a nice vacation.
Okay, all right. Trying to help you out here, but it seems that you.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get to you in just a moment. We've got a witness now on the stand, who I'm hoping can maybe clarify some of the missing pieces we've got here. Let's have a look. And if you wouldn't mind, witness, state your name for the record.
Your Honor, my name is Dan Breckenridge. I'm the chef. I thought it was chief.
Chief. Well, it was EIF, and so it's either chef that's been misspelled or chief that's been misspelled.
Well, lucky for you, I'm the chief of SpaghettiOs.
Right.
Yes, I am a chef, as my hat will depict. However, it should be noted that I'm also in charge of SpaghettiOs.
I see, and I guess my first question, Mr. Chief or Chef of SpaghettiOs, is what are you doing here?
Well, Your Honor, are we all going to be cool about this?
Certainly.
This is going to stay in the room?
By law, it has to. Well, actually, technically, some of this stuff is public record, but it's all being recorded by a stenographer. But you're in a safe space, Mr. SpaghettiOs.
Your Honor, the SpaghettiOs are made of foreskin.
What?
The SpaghettiOs are made of foreskin. Okay.
I'm sorry, sir. You're not allowed to, Mr. Jones. You are not allowed to whisper into the ear of the witness while they're giving their testimony.
No, Your Honor. Something caught my eye. I'm sorry. I just.
Wait, something caught your eye?
He's looking at my foreskin, Judge. He wants a piece of it.
Okay, all right. You guys gotta separate because when you're close together, it fucks up how the camera looks.
No.
That guy is like halfway deleted when he does that.
Listen to me, Your Honor. I need my boy here to stick around. No. Hey, watch that. I need my boy here to stick around. I understand that he's trying to enter a guilty plea so that he will go away. But those people gotta eat the SpaghettiOs.
I see. So you're saying that part of your business plan requires that Mr. Jones acquire these foreskins and bring them to you to put in your SpaghettiOs.
He has become a bit of an indentured servant to the SpaghettiOs Corporation because of his Christianity, naturally. And I would like to keep it that way. We're doing very well.
Okay.
You're on a motion to dismiss the delicious foreskin juror, please.
I'm sorry, the what?
The delicious foreskin juror, please. Can we just dismiss him?
He's a witness, not a juror.
And my foreskin is delicious. We will keep that one on the record.
Okay, I want to take all of this, strike this all from the record. Now, Mr. SpaghettiO, is there anything valuable that you can? I mean, the whole thing about SpaghettiOs being made out of foreskin is very interesting and probably something that is going to stick with our jurors, but it's not necessarily relevant to this case. Is there anything you want to add to your testimony before we let you go?
A warning, Judge.
Are you threatening me?
Judge, let's just say that if this boy doesn't keep going out there and taking foreskins off of dead bodies, I'm going to have your brains up against that back wall.
Okay, all right. Whoa, you cannot say that.
It was a euphemism, Judge.
What does that mean it was a euphemism? You literally just said you're going to put my brains up against the back wall of this courtroom.
Metaphorically speaking.
What is the metaphor?
This guy's mob connected. I should probably arrest him.
All right, get him out of here. Bailiff, get him out of here.
All right, I'm going to get out of here.
Get that guy out of here.
But remember, and take this any way you want, if you put this boy in jail, I'm going to kill you with a gun.
Okay, that's not a metaphor.
All right, I'm going to get out of here.
That is an explicit threat. There is no nuance to what you said. All right. Mr. Jones, Why do you have a drill now?
This is how I extract the foreskin, Your Honor.
You with a drill?
Yes, Your Honor.
What? How?
I attach a piece of skin to it.
Oh,
and I drill
Jesus
it, and it just
Christ.
it comes right off.
Your Honor, you may have never attended a bris or anything like that, but that's what they do.
That's how they do it? I thought it was like a little, like, scalpel.
No, Your Honor.
Nope.
We tear it right off.
You just rip it off with a drill.
2023, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Jones, I want to give our jurors an opportunity to ask you some questions directly, so hopefully it can be something related to this newspaper, although it seems like you've already admitted to the crime, so I'm not sure what there is really left to do here. But jurors in the chat, if you have any questions for our defendant, Mr. Jones, go ahead and ask them now. Mr. Jones, I'm going to direct you here to our witness box. If you see any questions that catch your eye, go ahead and answer them.
My
to the
favorite
best of your
Family
ability.
Guy character is Stewie. I don't believe his foreskin has been taken yet.
That'd be a good app.
What about how much did I sell on the black market? Well, on the black market, they actually go for. It's not a monetary value. It's for your soul. Is there a Mrs. Banana Jones? Just so you know, I am British. I pronounce it banana instead of banana. Yes, there is. Her name's Mary. Her name used to be Ashley, but we decided to change it after Jesus' mom. Can you provide labias? I don't know what that is. I've never touched one, never seen it.
Let's get that poll prepared.
Oh, okay. Is your wife hot, sir?
She is.
Awesome.
She is
That's so cool.
Must be nice.
very petite. She weighs about 30 pounds, and she is 6 feet tall.
She's 6 foot tall, and she weighs how much?
30 pounds.
30 pounds, and she's
Pencil
6
thin.
feet tall.
Yeah.
Or light as a feather.
Okay, I think we've heard pretty much everything we need to know about Mr. Jones. So, Mr. Jones, we're going to now put it to a poll. If you want to make any closing remarks, any closing statements now to persuade the jurors one way or another, the floor is yours.
I'm guilty. I took those newspapers. I absolutely did it. I purposely went through the newspapers, the obituaries, to find dead foreskins. I also went to the birth section to find some fresh birth foreskins. Also, I went into the criminal section, hoping that people on death row have been executed and I could take their foreskins too. All in the name of God.
Okay, well, I think we are, yep.
Your Honor, the jury foreman has the verdict for you.
Very good.
Thanks.
Very good, bailiff.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones, the jurors have entered their verdict, and for the crime of stealing a newspaper, they find you guilty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, hold on just one moment, Mr. Jones, because it's not necessarily that you'll be locked in jail. The jurors also get to select your punishment. So, jurors, what is it that we will be doing to Mr. Jones to punish him for the crime of stealing a newspaper? And let's go ahead and see. No vacation. Forever in atheist purgatory, being shot with a gun. Cut his foreskin. Oh, put all the foreskins back. We're gonna do that. We're gonna take that from Veldrick. Yes, Mr. Jones, your punishment for stealing a newspaper is you have to go to everybody who you gave a new foreskin, remove it, and then reattach it to the person who it was taken from.
Better set that drill to counterclockwise.
And I guess you're going to be digging up a lot of bodies, too.
Yeah, and sewing their foreskins back on.
Putting a foreskin on a skeleton.
An interesting suggestion, latecomer Mighty Platypus, who suggested foreskin eyelids as a punishment, and that is really insane, but unfortunately we've already selected returning the foreskin. So, Mr. Jones, you're free to go and begin your punishment, which is returning the foreskins that you stole.
Stapling a bunch of foreskins onto a skeleton.
How come the rest of the body's deteriorated so quickly while the foreskin still manages to stay fresh enough to be flying around inside that
Because
briefcase?
it's on a new body, so the blood from that new body is...
All right, okay, order, bailiffs. You can talk about the logistics of returning foreskins at another time.
Were you guys not paying attention? I feel like that was probably part of the conceit there.
Your Honor, would you listen to a podcast of us three?
Nope, absolutely not.
Answered a little quickly there.
All right.
We're gonna try different types of fast food together.
We've got time for probably, one more trial before we have to do the ads and B game?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Folks, we got to move this along quickly, so, you can submit evidence. It all, put an image on the TV, call a witness, subscribe, all that good stuff. We need more evidence. But what we need right now is another crime. So if you wouldn't mind, please remind me, jurors at home, just jog my memory here. Start spitting out some crimes, some potential crimes, and let's figure out what this next guy stands accused of. Obscene pumpkin carving. That's a great one from Fooloof. I'm just going to take that one because we got to move quickly. Fooloof, thank you for reminding me. Yes, 'tis the season, Spooktober, and it's time to bring out all of those decorations. However, just because a decoration is scary and thematically appropriate for the season does not mean that you can put just any old pumpkin carving out in front of your house and expect the law not to notice. This next defendant stands accused of just such a crime, obscene pumpkin carvings. Now, I don't exactly know what it is that they've depicted on these pumpkins, but you and I are going to find out when this defendant takes their place at the podium. Thank you, and go ahead and state your name for the record.
How you doing, Judge? How's everyone doing out there?
Okay. No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, it's great to be here.
Excuse me, what is your name?
Joey Bowie. That's right.
Mr. Bowie, you're not allowed to do, energy pump up crowd work in court, all right?
Oh, come on. Energy's my thing, Judge.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, but we try to keep things unbiased here in the courthouse, and if you're, reacting to the crowd and sort of feeding them energy, that potentially could cause some bias in our jury.
Oh, bias? I don't want anything like that. I just want you to come to my show on Fremont Street in Las Vegas. Yeah! September 24th, 9 p.m. It's a Tuesday.
Golden Nugget!
Oh, to the windows, to the walls,
Whoa.
to the sweat drips down your balls, to all electricals.
Mr. Bowie, I take it you're an entertainer.
I am. I'm an entertainer. You could come see me do all the hits from the rock, rap, pop.
You're a singer or you're a
samba.
musician?
I'm a singer, entertainer. I'm an entertainer. I don't just sing, Judge. I entertain.
It's
okay?
a variety act.
Yes. But you'll see me sing all the hits from every single genre in existence. You'll see me, Joey Bowie, on Fremont Street, September 24th, 9 p.m. It's a Tuesday.
Now, yes, and one of our jurors is helping us get back on track. Now, Mr. Bowie, I imagine that you travel a lot for your job as an entertainer, going from town to town and performing your act.
I only perform on Fremont Street on Tuesday nights.
All right, well, I guess the point that I was getting at is, where do you call home? Where do you have a residence, a domicile?
I do. Henderson, Nevada, Judge. It's about 13 minutes outside of Las Vegas.
Got it. Okay, so you're a resident of Las Vegas. We've got a bit of evidence here. Bailiff, if you could prepare that visual evidence for us. Now, this image is not necessarily related to the pumpkin carving, but I think what's in this image may have been what initially caught the attention of a neighbor and drew their attention to some of your allegedly obscene pumpkin carving. So we're going to take a look at that. Just have a look up at this television screen and maybe tell us what it is that we're looking at.
Yeah. Yes, I did carve that into a pumpkin.
What is that?
I carved that into a pumpkin, Judge. I carved a dick pic that I sent to my wife's sister.
Well, that didn't seem just kind of like, we got to get that off the screen.
That's a dick pic I sent to my wife's sister.
Your wife's sister.
Yeah.
I see. And now that didn't seem like any ordinary dick pic.
Can I see it again, Judge?
No, we cannot risk putting that on the screen again.
Give the fans what they want. X-ray dick pic.
No.
It's funny that guy in the picture had a little tail.
Yeah.
Like a little cat.
That was a tale for anybody at YouTube who's reviewing this for monetization reasons. Now, Mr. Bowie, obviously that probably indicates sort of your sense of humor.
No, Judge, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was just going through a lot. I didn't mean to do it. I was just going through a lot. I mean, I just wanted to send it to my wife's sister. It's just been so hard.
Mr. Bowie, please pull yourself together, please.
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault, okay? My wife's died of cancer, okay? So I just needed someone to be there.
Why are we clapping for that? Why are we clapping?
It's just really hard, okay? It's just been so hard.
He's being vulnerable.
All right, Mr. Bowie, obviously, nobody here is, despite the clapping, nobody here is happy to hear that you're...
Give us another song.
What is that?
To the walls. To the sweaters down your balls. To all the major coast.
Okay, Mr. Bowie.
Yes, Judge. Please don't bring the hammer down on me. Please.
Well,
I need to make it to my show on September 24th at 9 p.m. at Fremont Street. Please.
Mr. Bowie.
It's 11 months from now. Yes.
Okay, well, presumably any punishment you were to serve for what seems like probably just like getting on the wrong side of your homeowners association won't keep you from going and doing the show in 11 months, but I would like to see you get out of here for free, Bowie. I'm hoping that this was all a big misunderstanding. So, can you tell me what exactly it is that you carved into your pumpkins?
Yes. So, what I did was exactly what you saw in that photo. Is a dick picture that I sent to my wife's sister.
Now that appeared to be an X-ray.
It was I was in a doctor's appointment for a prostate exam, and I snuck in. I was getting a little horny, and I snuck in to the X-ray machine, and I took a picture of my dick, and I sent it to my wife's sister. It was just, you've been there, right? You've been horny before.
We
have not all been there, Bailiff.
I've gotten so horny at the hospital, Judge.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Okay, some of us have been there.
Anyways,
All the sick women there, Judge.
Jesus Christ. All right, look. Mr. Bowie, this doesn't explain to me what happened with the pumpkin.
Yeah.
So you took this photo, you took an X-ray, you X-rayed yourself, you took a photo of the X-ray, you sent it to your wife's sister.
We're in therapy too right now.
Who? You and your wife, or you and your
me and my
wife's sister?
Me and my wife's sister, because of all this.
Why?
It's just been really hard because my wife isn't really accepting of it.
What?
Of my sleeping with her sister.
Okay, so there is some sort of an affair going on between you and your wife's sister.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're in love.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, you're not under arrest for adultery. You're not on trial for adultery here. You're on trial for these pumpkins, which we have not yet gotten to. So what happens between you taking this photo of your X-ray of your dick, sending it to your wife's sister, and then now there's some obscene pumpkins? Fill in the blank there for me.
Yes, so I went home. I was feeling very horny. As you said, I jerked off 2 times.
No, you said that. I didn't say that.
When you told me I was very horny, you were exactly
you said
right.
you were very horny.
You're very right, Judge, that we do get horny. And we just have to take photos. But anyways, I after pulling over twice to masturbate, I finally got home, and I wanted to tell my wife about everything. Yep. So what I did was she's a very scary person. She's a very scary individual, and she's even scarier now that she's sick.
You mean with cancer?
Yeah, she's sick with cancer, and she has 3 weeks to live, and it's very scary. It's frightening.
Does she keep coughing and shit?
It's coughing and asking for time with our kids. No, they have soccer practice. So
The pumpkins, Mr. Bowie. The pumpkins.
The pumpkins. Right. So I had
I'd like to say thank you so much for pulling over when you're ripping Bud. That means a lot. To me.
Yeah, I should mention.
Don't
yes.
jerk it and drive it.
Please don't jerk it and drive it.
Judge, I needed to confront my wife. So what I did was, and I told you how scary she is. She's a monster. She's an absolute
such
monster.
an inappropriate way to describe your
she's
dying
a horrible monster. You have no idea, Judge. She's a monster. And so I couldn't actually confront her because I didn't know what she would do. So what I did was I saw an uncarved pumpkin, and I took the knife and I carved basically what I would say would be divorce papers, and I handed it to my wife. I served my wife with a divorce pumpkin.
Wow, that must have taken a long time.
Yes, it did. It took a long time, but I went on LegalZoom.com and free legal, not free legal advice. For $60, you could talk to a real lawyer. Oh, and I'm now happily divorced and dating the love of my life, Clarissa. Clarissa, are you out there?
We have a witness on the stand. Let's have
Clarissa left.
Let's see. I don't think Clarissa is here, but we do have somebody here to speak with you. Bailiff, are we ready to talk to this witness?
Hi there. Hello. You know who it is. It's me, Clarissa. I'm the wife's sister.
It's the love of my life.
Okay, Clarissa, I understand that you are the sister of Mr. Bowie's wife and his current lover.
Yeah, I'm Sarah's sister, yes.
Okay, please don't touch her. It fucks up the verisimilitude of the camera.
Sorry.
Now, Clarissa, can you maybe tell us a little bit more about Bowie and his sense of humor and other things he might have carved into a pumpkin?
He did a song with Lil Jon.
From the window
to the walls,
to the walls.
Sweat dropped down my balls.
Sweat drops down my balls.
All these bitches call.
Skeet, motherfucker.
All skeet, goddamn.
Okay, that did not answer my question even a little bit.
So
Clarissa.
Sarah we used to get along like a house on fire, and we would go.
What does that mean?
We would get along like a house on fire. We were two of the best friends, me and my sister Sarah, and then she gets sick, and suddenly it's the Sarah show. Suddenly we gotta drive her to chemo. Suddenly we gotta take her out on the town. We gotta go. I like Ben and Jerry's.
This is so scary, Joe.
I like Ben and Jerry's, but she's more of a Baskin Robbins head. And where we have to go every Sunday night after church.
Baskin Robbins. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was living under a Sarah-based dictatorship.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore, Clarissa. I just asked you whether or not you think Bowie would carve something crazy into some pumpkins. Can we get to that, please?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he would do that, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Thank you, Clarissa. Is there anything else you'd like to add to the record before we let you go?
You know, I think his second song in his oeuvre is his strongest song. I was freaking, then she caught me red. Do it, honey. Then she caught me red-handed, freaking with the girl next door. Picture this.
It wasn't me.
We were both
It wasn't me. Well, she called me on the counter. It wasn't me.
You do the
she
shaggy
called me
part.
On the counter.
You do the shaggy part.
She called me on the counter. It wasn't me.
And people are paying to see this show in Vegas instead of like Blue Man Group or the U2 thing. Oh, right. He lives outside of Vegas,
I
right?
just bought my ticket on Eventbrite.
Okay, Clarissa, you're free to go. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Are you sure this chair is so comfortable?
Yeah.
It's the most comfortable chair in the courtroom. I've been sitting in the third row, back the middle seat of the third row.
I'm sure. We've got to move on because it's almost time to go talk to our prospective jurors. I noticed that. I want to look at that too. You're free to go, Clarissa.
Thank you, babe. We'll see you on Tuesday, September 24th. Oh, from the window!
Get out of here with that. Get the fuck out of here with that. We can't show that. All right. Fulaloop says, my beautiful daughter Falopia witnessed this nasty man's pumpkins and her eyes popped out of her skull like a freaking cartoon. She is still shrieking to this day. Pretty damning testimony from Fulaloop there. How do you respond to that?
I'd say
Mr.
another
Bowie?
satisfied fan of Joey Bowie. accomplished. That's what I'd say.
Okay, so this is your goal, is to scar people with your pumpkins.
Yeah, scar people and entertain them. I'm an entertainer. I told you that, Judge. I already told you I'm an entertainer. So,
Mr. Bowie, can you take like one step to your right behind
yeah,
the
take
podium?
one step to my right.
That's
There we go. Perfect right there.
I hate to be this guy, but if a written out divorce paper causes a child to shriek in terror and have their eyes pop out of their skull, is that really on the guy who did the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it was only that one pumpkin that he carved. Now,
who is this person?
Bowie,
Like Ally McBeal?
No, it was Fallopia.
Who is this? The DA from Law and Order?
Mr. Bowie.
Who is this? James Spader from Boston Legal?
Nice.
Who is this?
My Cousin Vinny from the titular film. My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah. Is it Joe Pesci from My Cousin? Okay.
Who is this? Franklin?
Mr. Bowie.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you carved into a pumpkin besides the divorce papers that you served upon your wife?
Who is this person on Suits?
Okay. Do we have any questions for Mr. Bowie from the jurors in the chat? Jury box chatters, if you have any questions for Mr. Bowie, now's the time to ask him. Mr. Bowie, I'm going to direct your attention here to our jury box.
Favorite Family Guy character? Quagmire, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out big time.
Giggity. Favorite family. Why did I do it? What does he call him? Do I call him jack off lanterns? Yes. I have used a pumpkin to jerk off.
We've all been there, Judge.
Do I like poop? I love poop.
Okay,
kind of a thing I'm into.
Can we focus up the questions a little bit here?
What other inappropriate things have you carved into pumpkins? No comment.
Damn it, that was a great question. I thought we might have had him on.
Okay, all right. Favorite flavor of ice cream? The one with Jimmy Fallon on it.
And let's prepare the poll, bailiff.
Huh?
Let's prepare the poll for the jurors.
What would you rate Jill-O Lantern out of 10?
Mr.
I don't know.
Bowie,
How big are her boobs?
Okay, great. I'm glad we got that into the record.
Working class hero, this guy.
Mr. Bowie, I'm going to give you an opportunity now to make your closing remarks while our jurors vote.
Yeah. Of course, I'll make my closing remarks here. I came in like a wrecking ball. Somebody in another door.
One dance.
Tuesday night, I am there. September 24th, 9 p.m. Came in like a wrecking ball. Come on, Fremont Street. Come on, Fremont Street, September 24th, 9 p.m. It's a Tuesday. Wreck me. My sick wife wrecked me.
Okay, all right. Close out the poll. Mr. Bowie, our jurors have entered their verdict. And for the crime of carving inappropriate things into pumpkins, they find you guilty.
Dang, I lost.
You lost. Sorry, Mr. Bowie.
You got it. That was a good one, guys.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. But now what we have to do is figure out what your punishment will be as they found you guilty. So, jurors in the chat, what are we going to do to Mr. Bowie on account of his being guilty of carving inappropriate, has to get cancer? Oh, Jesus.
Too scary, Judge.
Too scary. I don't think, we're not allowed to do that to people yet.
Ghoulish Halloween season.
Sex with a pumpkin for life. Something tells me that he'd be into that.
Gaining 20 pounds.
Gaining 20 pounds.
No, Judge.
Okay, well, based on that reaction, it seems appropriate. Thank you for sounds and stuff.
Oh my God, where are we, in France?
We're taking that suggestion.
What are we in some kind of friggin' shithole like France?
Joey Bowie, for the crime of carving inappropriate things into pumpkins, I sentence you to gain 20 pounds.
No!
Marie Antoinette also.
Make your way to the
Fremont Street, 9 p.m.
You can still perform. You'll
Go
just
to the
be
Donuts and Pizza Room
slightly
down
fatter.
the hall, and we will start the procedure.
Strap yourself into the chair. We'll be there in 2 minutes.
All right, folks, we did
got
it.
2 minutes till the ad.
All right, I can make this quick. Folks, we knocked out 3 trials, 2 guilty, 1 not guilty. Great work. Thanks for joining us so far. But a big part of the legal process that we haven't done so far is selecting jurors. Yes, you were in the place of the juror for those last 3 trials. Now it's time to take the other side of things, and you'll be an attorney who has to interview some potential jurors to make sure that they're not biased, that they don't have any sort of like cognitive issues or biases or well, you just have to be all there when you're sitting and presiding as a juror over a trial. So
guy with dyslexia can't be a beacon of justice these days.
I mean, I guess if there's a bunch of reading involved in the trial for some reason, then probably not. But in any event, we're gonna head on down to another courtroom here, and you'll have an opportunity to interview some potential jurors and decide whether or not they are fit to hear these cases. So thanks for joining us. If you're not subscribed already, we're about to play 90 seconds of ads, so if you don't want to watch those, go ahead and subscribe. You'll be helping the show, you'll help us get to our goal, and you won't have to watch ads. Seems like a pretty good deal.
The best one too. Come on.
Yeah, the shooting gallery is a really fun sub goal, so you're going to want to see that, subscribe, and we'll see you back here after this break.
Now a word from our sponsor, Blue Chew.
Okay. Oh, right. I do the thing. I forgot I do the thing. All right.
We're in the ad.
And now, okay. Hi.
Hi dear, how you doing?
Oh God. Okay. Sir, you are here to potentially be a juror on a murder trial. So.
Well, golly gee, I'm just so happy to be here. My name's Lil Paw. I'm the newest Disney critter.
All right, Mr. Paw. Okay, just so the chat knows, we're not deciding whether or not this guy is guilty. He's not on trial. He's a potential juror. Okay? And we're gonna give you an opportunity to ask some questions. Little Paw, we're gonna show you some questions, and we just need you to answer them honestly and to the best of your ability.
Oh boy, me and Sister Agnes, we're gonna go on a big adventure through the 9 realms. I'm Lil Paw. They're gonna have a lot of merchandise for me. I'm ready to answer some questions about being on the jury.
I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about, but chat, go ahead and ask this guy some questions to decide if he can be a juror.
Murder, yay or nay? No way! That's a bad thing to do. You don't want to do anything bad, do you? Haha, that's a terrible thing to do. It's my favorite realm, the Ice Realm. How many mice have I eaten? Oh, they're so quick. They're too quick for me. I'd sure love to be better at catching mice. Maybe I'll learn about that at the 70-minute mark of our little picture. Would you sleep with the judge's mom? Fall asleep in the judge's mom's arms? Sure, that sounds like a beautiful place for me to be. Are the ears real? Why would you ask a question like that about my body? I'm a cute little guy. Don't bring my body into it. Ask me questions like that. Come on. Can I use a needle to sword you? Sure. Oh my! Have you seen the movie? I use a little needle like a sword, like the kid from the little movie, the little book with the little. What's the one? With the French little mouse guy? What's the one? With the 5? No.
4.
Am I guilty? No, I'm not guilty. Please show us on the door where the bad man touched you. You talking about Walt Disney? It's right about here. But there's nothing down there because I'm a Disney critter. I'm clean down there. I'm just flat as a pancake. Why didn't I stop 9/11? Well, because I'm an agent of the Saudi Arabian state. Saudi Arabia and Israel wanted more than anything to begin a sort of protracted conflict within the Middle East so that they, alongside the United States and its various oil companies, which are proxies for the United States government, they all just wanted to basically start a protracted war in the Middle East so that they could take up its blood and treasure over time, you know? Most of Iraq's industry, major industry, Afghanistan and Iraq, has been privatized subsequently. The oil fields are all privatized. Isn't that interesting? That's why I didn't stop 9/11.
What's going on with that mic?
There's a lot of oil in Iraq.
Yeah.
Like the fifth most of any country.
Yeah.
I got a sub.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the subscription.
All right, Lil Paw. Somehow you are fit to be on a jury.
What's the case about?
Murder. It's a murder trial.
Oh. I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in murder?
No, not guilty.
You don't think it exists?
Not moving on that either.
All right, get this guy out of here. Bring in the next prospective juror.
No, you don't have to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm running late. I'm so sorry.
What's that say on your chest?
It's Buck Cherry. It's a band that I like.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Principal Tanner Danube, and I'm late for prom. I'm chaperoning, so let's just, I was in the middle of ironing my shirt also, if I can...
You shave with a knife?
Yeah, something I learned in the army.
Alright, ask this guy questions.
Do you fuck? Not as much as I used to. Is that safe? Yeah, it's just your standard steam iron. Who's your prom date? Oh, it's the wonderful students at Billy Bob Thornton Charter School, middle school. So, it is weird that middle schoolers are doing a prom, but you know what? Everyone is getting older these days at a quicker rate than ever before. Do you like Weezer? Yeah, absolutely. I guess my rankings would probably be Teal album, Black album, Red album, Green album, Pinkerton, Maladroit, Blue album. Are you guilty? Yeah, of being a handsome devil. Who knows how to ride a...
Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Who knows how to ride a tandem bicycle? What's your favorite court-related kink? Suppose anything involving the stenographer. What have you ever had a bath with a toaster? I don't know. I mean, you're asking if I self-harm? I mean, I have my bouts, until I found the right cocktail. Are you on any medication? Yeah, absolutely. Gummy vitamins. What's the scariest thing you've ever seen? I saw a student strangle the librarian. Half to death. Thank God the librarian had a gun. I feel like otherwise, who knows what could have happened.
A good librarian with a gun.
Exactly, it's all it takes, How many drinks is too many drinks to drive? I mean, how about 10 or 11? Diet Cokes. I'm never gonna get the wrinkles out of this goddamn shirt.
What does that even mean?
They're gonna make fun, they're gonna roast my ass.
Alright, Principal Danube.
Huh?
The people have decided that you are fit to be on a jury for a murder trial.
Awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations. You are free to go.
So cool.
All right, let's bring in the next prospective juror. Hello there.
Hello. Hello, my name's Beatrice Tisdale.
All right, Miss Tisdale, in a moment, you're going to have to answer some questions to see if you are fit to serve on a jury for a murder.
Can you speak up, honey?
In a moment, we're going to ask you some questions to see if you are fit to serve on a murder trial.
Oh.
As a juror.
Okay.
All right.
Murder. Oh.
Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay. Hello, will you be my grandma? Well, I would love to be your grandmother, thank you. Have you fallen and you can't get up? No, dear, I haven't fallen. Are you Ashley I don't know who Ashley Tisdale is.
High School Musical.
Can you
Sweet Life of Zach and
speak
Cody.
up?
High School Musical!
She's the concessions girl
High school.
in Sweet Life and Zach and Cody.
Oh, well, I'm sure she's very talented. Did you do the murder? No. But I was a teacher at Columbine High School.
Why mention that after that question?
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I don't know who that is. Do you like murder? No. I avoid murder. That is how I survived Columbine High School. Do you take your teeth out? Oh, no, I'm not reading that.
There's a question here. Why didn't you stop 9/11?
I wasn't around for 9/11. I was in Colorado at that time, but I refused to stop Columbine. I survived.
No one else is bringing
All
up
right,
Columbine.
last time.
Okay.
Go ahead and vote.
Seems like you got something you want to get off your chest.
I can't read the screen, dear. Can someone read that for me?
It's all just ones and twos.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First yes from me. 2.
Among Us emoji.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
All right. That's a no. That's a no on you, Beatrice.
Okay. I don't like murder. That's how I survived Columbine.
You keep saying that. Yeah, keep bringing that up.
I blockaded myself in one of the classrooms, and I told the children to get out.
Jesus. All right. Take care, Miss Tisdale. Let's get the next juror in here.
Smart lady.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
It's freaking Deadpool! No way!
State your name.
Funny superhero!
Hi.
Corky!
Hey, my name's Deadpool.
No freaking way!
Wow.
All right, chat. Ask Deadpool questions to decide whether or not he can be on a jury.
Did I, wait, what? I can't see. Does she have a way home? Wait, who? Did you do the murder? I have one thing to say about that. That's what she said. Damn! Oh!
Nice!
Do you like chimichangas? I don't know. Do you like farting on your mistress? Will you be my second grandma on my mom's side? Excuse me. Does your do you have Alzheimer's?
Look at him go!
Why didn't you stop the Boston Marathon bombing? that's interesting because that's what she said.
This guy's based.
Are you excited to work with Hugh Jackman? Yeah, I actually am. I've been taking Improv 301 at UCB to just.
Who's your teacher?
Todd Fasterman.
I heard he's a little mean.
Yeah, he's a little mean. Also, I'm funnier than him. But in preparation, I've been taking Improv 301.
I'd say Deadpool's funnier than anyone at UCB.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
That's Matt Besser who just said that.
That's what he said. Oh!
Nice.
Am I allowed to be on the...
It's really close.
So close.
It's literally a deadlock right now.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Oh, look at him. He's not even.
Me so sad.
Sorry, Deadpool.
Hold the door. Hold door. Hold door.
All rise. Court is back in session.
Your Honor, how's that birdhouse you're building going?
What's that? You're not supposed to know about that. That's what I do in private in my chambers.
Sorry, I hear all the hammering.
Okay. Oh, I see. Folks, welcome back. I hope the jury selection process went smoothly, but it's time to get back to criminal trials. I want to remind everybody that we only need 12. 12? There's no way we're hitting it. Let's try, though. Let's try. Folks.
Judge, can I bring it down to 10? I really like this thing.
I really like it, too. Yes, I'll allow it. We're gonna bring it down to 10 because this is one of our favorite sub games. So, but you guys have to help us hit it. If we bring it down by 5, you guys have to hit this thing.
We got 2 sub goals already today. I get that it's like.
That's true. Whoa! Hey! Forget it. Leave it. No. Yeah, I'm kidding. We gotta honor it. All right, we're 1 away. Thank you so much, Siloth. Holy shit. Thank you.
Let's just do it right now.
We need one more.
You can only assume we're gonna get it eventually.
Yeah, we're about to get it. We got it.
Well, we can't. No, we can't say it's 10 and then it's 9.
What I'm saying is, bam.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
There it freaking is.
Grass Dragon, thank you so much. Look at that. Look, now we're just gonna hit 15.
Whatever. Look.
We're gonna go.
You just gotta get a little pathetic, and then
That's right. You gotta shill just a little bit. All right, folks. Thank you so much for all the support. Seriously, it means a lot to us. We really appreciate it. We're gonna head on down now to the shooting gallery. This bumper is gonna be a lot shorter because we're not required to play 90 seconds of ads. So we're just gonna play the bumper, and
we did.
I don't think we're even allowed to play ads as quickly as possible after that. Anyway, folks. Thank you for the support. We're heading down to the shooting gallery, and then we'll come back here if we have time. We definitely will have time after that. All right, see you later, guys. Welcome, cadets. Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Welcome, cadets. It's me, the captain of the police squad. And if you're here, that means that you're in firearm training. Now, in the line of duty, you're going to come up to a lot of different scenarios. There's going to be people out there, and you're not going to be sure who's a threat and who's an innocent bystander. So we've devised this training seminar for you to identify threats and identify innocent bystanders so that when you're out in the field, you don't make the wrong call. In a moment, you're going to see two people appear in front of you, and you're going to have to make a split-second decision to decide who you're going to shoot. So let's
that now, Crocodile.
Let's
just wait.
Let's see who our first two potential threats are in just a moment. Here we go.
Hey, I'm Margot Tenenbaum.
Hello, I'm Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, and if it wasn't clear, click on the threat.
Look, hasn't anyone else ever wanted to just put two people going ass to ass on a dildo in every movie that they make? Lord knows I've tried.
I'm sad.
You wouldn't be sad if you were in Noah doing ass to ass with Russell Crowe.
Does he do that in that movie?
No, but he should have.
Was that a studio note you got turned down?
Yeah, Paramount said no.
I've had a weird sexual relationship with my brother. That's my whole thing. And I smoke cigarettes.
You see Mother? That movie's fucked up. Kind of stupid also.
Wow, killing a woman.
You fucked up. Now I'm gonna keep making movies.
Great work, folks. You identified the threat. Yep, Darren Aronofsky, even though he's a total freak, is technically an innocent bystander. And that person who fucked her sibling, yep, terrorist.
And you speak first.
Okay.
Dead on. Great work. But this next one, it ain't gonna be so easy. That was just a trial run to make sure you understood how the gun works. But now, we've got two real potential threats. But one of them is actually not a threat. They're just a normal guy. But we're not gonna tell you which one it is which. You're gonna have to figure it out yourself. So get ready, because we're gonna restart it. And here we go.
I'm Bert McCracken, and I'm a cowboy going on my first cruise.
Are you familiar with the concept of Spirit Halloween? Well, I own Spirit Christmas. My name is Tantric Wilson.
Yeah, I've never left my ranch, but this will be the first time that I've ever left it, and I'm going on a Disney cruise.
You know, I've thought about opening a Christmas-themed cruise, but everybody in my life, all the people that care about me, all the people who rely on inheriting my money when I'm dead say, don't do that. Please don't do that.
The most excited thing the thing I'm most excited for on the Disney cruise is a chance to do karaoke with Elsa from Frozen.
Anyway, are you selling meth? Could I have some meth?
Are you asking me if I'm selling meth?
I'm asking them if they're selling meth. The one with the gun. Oh no! I guess that's a no to the meth.
Great work, folks. You almost fell for that trick, because when you see a Disney adult, I know the instinct is immediately kill that person. But great work. You found out that the Santa guy was the real pervert who needed to be killed with a gun. Good job, good job. I thought we could fool you with that one, and thank you, Big Bright Chip, for the sub during that. But folks, these first few have been pretty easy, alright? I'm not gonna lie. These are just to kind of build up your confidence. But this next one, this is actually based on a real life scenario that happened to me back when I was a cadet, just like you. They're gonna say lines verbatim from what I experienced out in the field, and you will have a taste of what it's really like to have to be a cop in New York. So I hope you're ready, because here we go.
What's up?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Sampson. I'm your girlfriend's gynecologist.
Hey, no, dude, I was just on my way to the store.
Yeah, so I took a look at the test results. Everything looks good. I checked. Her cavity looks fine. Everything's good down there. Nothing to be worried about.
What this whole thing? This is my going out attire. So don't worry. What? You're nuts.
Oh, I'm 35 years old. I don't know what that has to do with your girlfriend's report, but everything looks good.
Great work, cadets. Yep. I noticed 28% of you tried to shoot yourself when you found out that a doctor's been playing with your girlfriend's pussy, and dead on. That's exactly what happened to me too, but you made the right call. As soon as another man says that his job is to touch your girlfriend's pussy, you shoot that guy. He's definitely a problem. Great work. You identified the threat. And in this next scenario, well, this one we actually handcrafted to be extra tricky. Yeah, this never actually happened, but it could happen. And if it did, well, let's just say it would take all of the brain power you've got, because it's a real nut you're gonna have to crack, okay? But that's what it takes to be a cop in this jurisdiction. So here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going tonight? I'm Kimasabi. I'll be your waiter for this evening. Are you gonna have some brisket sauce and some sesame oil, maybe with some sesame salt?
Hi there. I'm Dr. Richard Stevens. I'm your boyfriend's proctologist.
Oh God, I love this song. I know. It's like basically my Spotify playlist, just on non-stop at this place here. It's so cool. It's like working at a club.
I didn't touch your boyfriend's ass. He came for the usual appointment, and I think like 60-70% of the time, men express sort of discomfort with the nature of my job, and I just say, we don't have to do it.
So the dinner special tonight is about $25 per person, and only one ribeye steak per table. We are running low tonight. It's popping off tonight, right? And I hope your night's been bussing so far.
I am also your dad's proctologist, and we do something a little different. Uh-oh.
Bang! You shot yourself. Yep, we thought we could trick you with that one, but the correct answer in a situation like that, where there's a guy, like a restaurant guy, what was he?
Waiter.
Like a waiter, yeah, but like,
Korean barbecue.
Waiter at a Korean barbecue place, and your boyfriend's proctologist. The only solution is to kill yourself. And we thought we could fool you, but much like Ender in the book and film Ender's Game, you've outsmarted the people who come up with these scenarios. But we've got one last scenario here, and this one is unoutsmartable. It's actually so hard that if you get it right, you're not even allowed to be a cop. You become the president. So, let's just say I don't have a lot of confidence in you, but we are going to give you a chance to try it out, just on the off chance you figure it out. So, let's get... Oh, wait, I got to bring Click Maps back up. Here we go. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's try it. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I don't know if we're allowed to show this.
No, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna. For him, for you, it doesn't.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, the guy in the window is also not wearing pants.
I don't know what the problem is. I have baby formula for my kid. You want me to strip down naked?
I'm a woman who just had a one-night stand with a finance guy. and now I'm wearing his shirt next morning.
Oh my God.
I have no ties to Al Qaeda. I have no ties to any terrorist organization, I swear. Look, I'm just here to, I'm a babysitter. I travel around the state and I babysit kids. That's all I do.
I don't know where my bra went. Where'd my bra go? Give me that Docker shirt.
Do you have kids? Do you have kids? Come on, I'm a licensed teacher. That's all. You want me to strip? You want me to get naked? Please. Please.
Bang. Great work, cadets. You decided not to shoot either of them and instead to shoot the stoplight, which I guess is to symbolize, like, stopping time, which... I can't come up with a reason why that makes sense. You guys just fucked up on that one. That's just bad aim. That one's on you. That one was bad. Look, a lot of the time I say you do a good job, and I mean it. That was a fucking mess. You guys absolutely just shat it down your leg on that one. We're going to give you one more try. We're going to give you one more try, because I did say that one was impossible. But listen, don't fuck around anymore, okay? Because this one's the last real one, and if you fuck up this one, then it looks bad for me. Okay, because I'm supposed to be the guy training you, and if you fuck this up and you don't pick someone to actually shoot, well, that makes me look like a real piece of shit, okay? So focus up, pick the right guy to shoot, click on that guy, and let me do my dang job. Okay, here we go.
Hey, it's me, White Goku.
And I'm Denny Levi. I'm the lead singer of Buck Cherry. Hey, you crazy bitch. You look so good and you're full of it.
I'm on a quest to find the 7 Dragon Balls, and I've been really confused on how to do it, so I've been calling my dad a lot, and he's been talking me through it. He says if I keep my head up, he can support me any way that will help me achieve the goal that I'm achieving independently.
Look, mate, you're gonna let the guy who's whitewashing one of the most iconic heroes in all of Asian and black culture, I swear to God, mate, you gotta shoot that bloke right through the skull. And leave me, the guy from Buck Cherry, alive and kicking. I didn't make that song, we only made Crazy Bitch.
My dad says one of his friends knows a guy who has one of the Dragon Balls, and if I go out to lunch with them, I can actually get a little inside scoop on how to get that one and a couple more. So for me, it's all about networking.
Oh, right in my balls.
Great work, folks. You kept White Goku alive, and that's really all that mattered. They were actually both technically innocent. Actually, neither of those guys were a threat. But, like, given the opportunity, we needed to keep White Goku. Oh, God, okay. I gotta turn off those mics while you move them around. That's okay. Listen, folks, you did it. You got the job. Great work. You're not gonna be the president, but you're qualified. Based on your performance here, you're more than qualified to be a police officer in the Now York jurisdiction, so well done. We're going to head back to the to the courthouse now for some more trials. But great work, and I'll see you on the force or whatever. All right, fucking, God, whatever. All rise. Court is back in session. Welcome back, folks. I hope you had a productive time at the firing range and keeping our streets safe with deadly force. But now it's time to come on back to keeping our streets safe with the power of the law. If you're just joining us, my name is not Judge Diaper. Please get that off the screen. My name is Judge Learned Hand. I'm not Judge Diaper, and just because I wear adult diapers doesn't necessarily mean that that's my name. In fact, I don't think I've ever met anybody with such a name. Please stop calling me that and show some respect to the presiding judge, myself, the Honorable Learned Hand. Now, if you're joining us tonight, Judge Wig, okay, still not my name, but thank you, Creative Steve. We are going to be hearing, I think we have time for one more case. And just to remind everybody, we've got a few different ways that you can submit evidence during these trials, okay? So obviously, we'll ask them some questions. You'll get an opportunity to ask these defendants some questions directly. But you can also submit visual evidence in the form of a photo or picture here on this television screen. Join the Everything Now Show Discord. I know there's a few new people in here tonight. If you haven't, join the Everything Now Show Discord, and you can submit images for us to use as evidence during tonight's trial. You can also call a witness to the stand. Not my name. I am not Honorable Dipey. You can call a witness to the stand by donating $5. Just let us know. I'm not even going to read these anymore. Donate $5 and call whomever you like to the witness stand. It could be a fictional character, a celebrity, or ideally somebody related to the trial. And if you subscribe, which disregard the sub goal, it's not 15 anymore. We hit it already. We're not doing that again tonight. But if you subscribe, we will still give you a opportunity to write some written testimony. It'll look like this from Foolaloof. So if you want to submit your own written testimony, go ahead and write that in the chat after you subscribe, and we will display it on stream. With all of that said, we've got time for one last criminal trial, I think, here. So let's go ahead, and if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and refresh my memory about... Okay, we definitely don't have 500 subs.
Sorry, Judge Dipey.
Not my name. What is the crime that this defendant stands accused of? If you could just start listing some crimes in the chat, jurors, that would help jog my memory. Breaking the verisimilitude of the camera, sold faulty diapers, stealing the Dragon Balls, misnaming the judge, stubbing other people's toes.
Did you catch Phonics up there?
No. Phonics said catfishing men on Roblox. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
We'll take that. We'll take that from Phonics. Thank you, Phonics, for reminding me. Now, obviously, identity theft is a pervasive problem, especially now in today's digital age. People are more and more finding themselves the victims of identity theft, and typically we think of the elderly being scammed over the phone by a guy who's like, "It's me, the IRS, send me Apple gift card, otherwise I have you arrested." But it's not just the elderly who are having their identities stolen. It's also little kids playing Roblox. Or adults playing Roblox. Anyone can play Roblox. In any event, this particular defendant stands accused of catfishing somebody on Roblox, pretending to be somebody that they are not in order to acquire information that they would not have otherwise had access to. Let's meet them now and determine whether or not they're guilty. Defendant, take your place at the podium, and if you wouldn't mind, state your name for the record.
Banana?
Oh, no, come on. Don't do this to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I'm
Fuck,
sorry.
thank God. I thought you were one of those freaks who only talks in, like, minion talk.
Oh, I am a minion, but I forgot. It's important for us to code switch when we're speaking English.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Okay.
Oh, that's where that term is from.
Okay. Yes, well, I guess I appreciate that. What's your name?
My name is Napalm, the minion.
Napalm the minion.
Le Mignon.
Okay. Napalm, do you understand the crimes for which you stand accused?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, great. So
I was
maybe
briefed by my lawyers in advance, but I said I'd like to defend myself.
Okay, well, I respect that. Listen, that is your right. Now, if you wouldn't mind maybe telling me, first of all, sort of the nature of your online presence. Are you on social media? Are you a gamer?
Well, I'm sorry. I have to come clean about something.
Please.
I was fired from being a minion.
I see. So are you no longer a minion?
I'm no longer a minion.
So you're just napalm.
Well, technically speaking, I am the race of minion, but I'm no longer working for them. I'm becoming an independent contractor of sorts.
You're what? So you're like a gun for hire as a minion?
Apparently my mic is low. Did anybody notice that? My mic is a little bit low.
Shut up.
Just saying, just pointing it out. Mic off / weird.
Okay.
Anyway. Yes, what was your question, Judge?
My question was, can you describe your online presence? Do you have social media? Are you active on there? Are you a gamer?
Well, I was working for a man named Dr. Mean, and for a while he did have us sort of trolling children online. By the time I was fired, we were actively constructing a trebuchet that would shoot Nickelodeon slime at people.
Okay, those sounded like two completely different things that you described. Trolling kids online and then shooting slime in a catapult at people?
Well, no, I mean, look, we had multiple irons in the fire at any given time, and I was fired because I presented what I felt to be a sound alternative to this sort of lackadaisical, half-hearted bevy of efforts at any given time. I said we needed to sort of focus in on one task, on one goal at any given time.
And what task or goal did you think would be the most productive for your
I
team?
don't see how that's pertinent.
Well, you're the one who brought it up.
Right. Okay, look, I proposed, and don't get mad, I proposed that the minions should work for a particular state. Some would call it an ethno-state in the Middle East, and HR said that to say that that's one of the most
you're right.
Yeah.
It's not pertinent.
You're
right.
said.
You're right. I even asked.
HR said
we can drop it
to suggest that was
we don't have to talk about it.
People that we could work for was anti-Semitic, is what he said.
Yeah. Look, we're already almost for sure not gonna be able to monetize this YouTube video. Let's just hold on to that one little sliver of hope that we might get our 60 cents of ad revenue for that thing. So I'm going to move the subject away from what's currently happening in the Middle East and over to the written testimony, which we have here submitted by one of our jurors or witnesses. Let's have a look. It was Big Bright Ship who said, "Me and my male adult bros were playing Roblox and this motherfucker, this MF, said he had a banana for each of us. Well, he didn't. And we all cried super hard. And what say you to that, Mr. Mignon?"
This is a classic case of mistaken identity. I know I look like all the other people that I work with, and that's, I understand. I was really focused more on the trebuchet that shoots the Nickelodeon slime. All of my, it could have been, the person who messaged them could have been Stuart or Kevin or Bob or Mal or whatever. There's like 100 of them. And it could have been any one of them. I was focused on the trebuchet.
Mike, again, is what I'm being told. I think we probably turned it down as a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's working.
Okay.
All
right. They fixed it. In any event.
It's whatever. I didn't want to have a bit tonight. Doesn't matter to me.
Napalm, listen.
Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't bother me even a little bit that I woke up after 3 hours of sleep getting off work just to come do 5 minutes.
You know what? Turn his mic off again. We've got a witness. Let's go ahead and meet our witness. If you wouldn't mind, please state your name for the record.
Banana.
Okay, because it still says Clarissa.
That's not on me. I can't accept the
Mike, fully in the shot also. That's great. Okay. Banana, what do you have to say?
Just that I hate this. I really do. I know this guy.
You know the defendant.
Yeah.
Okay, can you describe the nature of your relationship?
Well, we were both working together when he talked about his ethno-state thing, so I was sort of in the room when he got dishonorably discharged, which is what happens
It's
when
not the first state I've pitched. I said we could have been working for Rodrigo Duterte when he was the president of the Philippines. I pitched the U.S. government so many times, and every time they're like, it's a bit of a layup, don't you think? I pitched the House of Saud. I said, look, not only would we have a lot of really evil, mean, bad work to do, but they have cool malls. Have you seen the kind of malls they've got over there?
You know what? I don't get out of the state all that much. Mr. Napalm, can I
do a Mario Kart-esque hijinks? It's embarrassing.
Can I get you to take like one step to your left?
Sure.
Perfect.
Hearing Mike.
I was thinking about doing more like Jackass style stunts. That was gonna be my evil. Do you remember when they have the big hand that whacks the guy? I was like, we should do that.
That's pretty funny. I remember that. That was from Jackass 2, I want to say.
Yeah. That was sort of my idea. I was like, big catapult. Maybe a guy walks onto a big catapult.
Okay, well, catapult.
And he was like, we should fund right-wing militants. And I was like, what about big catapult maybe? And he's like, what if we like teach people how to like murder indiscriminately in a community and then prop that group up as the proper authority? And I was like, we could do that, but also like, what about like a big trap door that leads to like a big slide?
Wow, this always happens. Thank you very much. Welcome in, $27 and Raiders.
Thank you
very much. Who are saying, yeah, I mean.
That's what I was saying.
Hell yeah.
I was
honestly,
saying big slide.
For sure. Welcome in, Raiders, and thank you, $27. You've come basically at the very last moments of our 6-hour marathon, but we still welcome you in. If you're just joining us, my name is Judge Learned Hand, and I am presiding over a court here where we have a juror who appears to be disrobing.
Yeah, I figured nobody really wanted to hear my bit tonight anyway. So
You're probably right. As I was saying, we were...
And more people showed up, so now I'm putting it back on.
Okay. We're here conducting some criminal trials, and you, our viewers at home in the chat, are our jurors. So you're going to decide whether or not this guy's guilty. At the stand right now is Napalm Filet Mignon, who of course is a minion, as you will recognize now that he's putting back on his costume.
Hi.
And he is of course on trial for the crime of catfishing men on Roblox, which
Wasn't
our chat
me,
reminded
it was
me.
Stuart or Bob or one of the other ones. There's a bunch of them.
And of course, his compatriot here, Banana, is on the witness stand. Somebody donated $5 to talk to him.
What's that song that's like?
You're just on your phone?
What's that song that's like, I've been doing my time.
Okay, you're
I
done.
think I'm out of my mind. You
Banana.
know that one? Who can relate? You know that one?
Banana, if you...
Yeah.
Please don't Shazam it.
All right, it's like, I've been on there going out of my time.
All right, you're done. Banana, thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you
all
for
right.
your
Fine,
testimony.
fine.
Now, Mr. Napalm Mignon.
Yep.
My Shazam says it's Get Lucky by Daft Punk. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Bailiff. Mr. Mignon, can you please tell me a little bit... Let's get back to the very first question I asked you, which is, what is your online presence like? Are you on social media? Are you a gamer?
I have a Facebook. I don't really check it anymore. I'm mostly using it for Facebook Marketplace. Very often, Dr. Mean, who I was working for at the time, now I feel like I can probably delete my Facebook. I don't like that the government knows what I'm doing.
What kind of stuff are you looking for on Facebook Marketplace?
Coffee tables that people can stub their toe on.
Your house is what, just full of coffee
This is
tables?
what Dr. Mean wants. I don't know what you...
Oh, so you were shopping for your boss.
Yes. And again, this is just such fucking baby shit. I'm talking about, what if we funded a right-wing militia that could flood Latin America with paratroopers and sort of people that can be trained to commit extrajudicial murder. We can get some cocaine, drop it off, and I pitched this. Five years later, the Reagan administration starts doing the same shit, and I feel like I've got the rug pulled out from under me. I feel like my fucking lunch got eaten, and I'm just tired of not being taken seriously. So anyway,
I see. All right. Well, Napalm, I gotta say, it does sound like, although the things you're describing are crimes, they're not the type of crime that you're accused of. It seems like you've kind of got big picture plans, and to be honest,
this
frankly,
is small fry shit. This is the kind of shit that
Right.
Kevin or Bob or Stuart or one of the other ones would do. It's
Okay.
laughable.
Well, you're the one who's being accused here. It seems like your primary defense at the moment is that you look the same as all the other minions, so perhaps it's a case of mistaken identity?
I think that this is a character assassination based on the fact that I implied that the state of Israel is one of the most evil regimes on the planet.
Okay, well, I think we got a lot of people in the jury box just recently who seem to agree with that, and you're welcome to make statements like that if you feel it'll help your case, but Mr. Mignon, and we just got to follow for that.
Thank you.
But in any event, Mr. Mignon, and I should also remind
I feel like my audience just shut up. Look, by the way, I just want to say, I'm like biologically, sort of contractually obligated to serve the most evil people on the planet. That's sort of our lore as minions. So that's where I'm coming from. I don't like it, but if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it all the way commit to the bit. And so my MO is, who's really foul and evil and, deserves sort of help of a bunch of weird little guys.
It's an interesting pitch, filet mignon or whatever your name is. But now it's time. Now it's time to vote. So jurors at home and those of you who just arrived here, even though you missed most of this trial, your vote weighs just as much as anybody else. Go ahead and vote with a 1 if you think...
Middle Earth Marxists, we did Watergate. And that's, again, a perfect example of what I feel to be kind of just like a layup. We could have done better.
Judge, did you know that Logic is black?
Logic is not black.
He's like kind of black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Is he fully black?
One of our guests is really taking exception.
273-8255, which I imagine is the suicide hotline.
Siri, is Logic black? Siri, is Logic black?
Siri, logic is a form of thinking taught by Aristotle in the Middle Ages.
You learn something new every
All right. Wow, it's very close. The poll is extremely close right now. If you haven't voted yet, your vote
Rapper Logic Black
has a lot. Your vote has a lot of power right now if you've saved your vote, because it's currently 48 to 51%.
Whoa, I think we know where this one's going.
Not guilty.
I don't know. Then we gotta close it, but it's neck and neck.
All right, let's
I'm
close
not
it
sure
out
if
and see what
this
happens.
Vote reflects how our audience feels about the political.
Wow! Maybe the closest poll we've had ever in this courtroom.
Most votes too.
49.2% to 50.8%. What do you want to say, Napalm?
I brought some pretty divisive issues to the table, so it only makes sense that I would kind of split the viewership in this way.
That's pretty true. You did bring quite the controversial, polarizing element into this courtroom.
And by the way, I kind of buried the lead a little bit. I'm more of a Neopets guy.
Ah.
Can you read this out loud?
Well, hold on. It seems like our bailiff has something that they want to enter into the record. Bailiff, is there something you want to say before I read the verdict?
I can't get Siri to talk, Judge.
Do you want to just read verbatim what Siri said?
Logic is half black on his father's side.
There we go. Logic is half black on his father's side. That's our show. Welcome in. If you are if you're a new viewer, thank you to the raid, all of the raiders. You came in at the very end of a 6-hour improv marathon. So if you didn't catch this whole stream, sorry, but it's all going to obviously be in a VOD, and it's going to be up on our YouTube, which you should absolutely subscribe to, because if you thought this was cool, great news, there's over 460 episodes of Everything Now Show that you can go and watch on the YouTube. We do this show 4 nights a week. They're not all 6 hours, they're usually 2. But we do them every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. So if you missed this one, come on back Monday night. We'll be doing a brand new episode. It won't be court. It'll be something totally different, but it's always interactive comedy that you can control with bits and sound alerts and subs and polls and get him back. Don't show that on camera.
Almost ready.
And you can also interact with the show through our Discord. Yes, absolutely. Join our Discord. If you have Discord, there's a link in the chat right now. You can submit images that we use on the show, and the only way to do that is through the Discord. So jump in our Discord. It's a great community, and you can also interact with the show on there in a way that you can't do anywhere else. Anything else you guys want to add?
He's gone.
Chris is heading out.
Oh yeah, shirt. shirt. Follow the TikTok and the YouTube and the Instagram.
We've got dope merch, folks. Look at that shirt.
And
It's
buy our
made
shirts.
right here in LA. It's high quality and it's
Gotta follow
limited
for the shirt.
edition.
Someone's like, damn, they got a shirt that cool. I'm following that show.
Follow for the shirt. If you want to buy one of those shirts, do !merch. Follow that link and buy a shirt. There's a limited supply, and once they're gone forever. We're not making any more, and I think there's only like 30 left. So if you want to get a shirt, jump on that opportunity now, because you will not have it again once they're gone.
Now's the time.
But folks, thank you to everybody. A lot of you guys were here for all 6 hours. That's insane. Thank you so much for giving us your Saturday.
Round
We
of
really
applause to you,
appreciate it.
the real heroes.
The real heroes who watched the show. Thank you for the bits, the subs, the donations, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the show. And thank you to all the new people who joined tonight. Hopefully we'll see you back here on Monday. But we can't do this show alone. We have wonderful guests who come on this show every single episode, and tonight was no different. So please give a big internet clap for PJ and Joe!
PJ and Joe, come on out.
Come on out.
One
Come
clap.
on the stage.
Just follow right here. Just right here. Right here. All right. Now stand under the
Smile. Stand under the. No, you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Smile with your eyes.
Not until we end the stream. Not until we end the stream. We don't. We don't show that. We don't show
Stand
that.
under the sign.
We don't show that.
Perfect. And great.
Perfect.
And
That's really good.
Do you have anything you want to plug or?
No.
Yes, Daddy.
I just miss my daddy.
We're coming back. You can find these funny people at UCB performing with their very funny hero team, Lohan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can also follow them on Instagram.
Follow them on social media. Their Instagram handles are in the chat right now. Go give these very funny people a follow.
September 24th, 9 p.m., Fremont Street.
Fremont Street. Be
Next
there.
year.
Be there.
To the windows. To the walls. To the walls. To the sweat drips down my balls.
About half of you guys missed that bit, but it was very funny when it happened.
Oh,
Believe us.
and if you're
Go
in
watch the
LA
VOD.
and want to do improv, these two run a jam.
Oh, yeah.
Sundays at 5 p.m.
Get out of town.
Where they'll do exactly what you watched today, verbatim.
Yeah.
Cool.
And teach you how to do it too.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to eat ass on stage,
Yeah.
if you want to learn how to sing Lil Jon, all the Lils.
All the littles.
UCB, Sundays, 5:30 p.m. Come on by.
And they say stage ass eating is as important as stage combat.
That's right.
We're gonna raid
Oh.
young elderberry who is walking through Not Scary Farm.
Very
Great.
quick, also,
Hold on,
I have
hold
a
on.
show November 3rd at UCB, Friday at 10 p.m. Benefit show for Armenia. Really great stand-ups. Hosted by James Adomian. So if you're all weird internet leftists, you probably know James Adomian. So he will be hosting it. It is November 3rd at 10 p.m. And yeah, there's like 12 other really funny people. That's right. It's this right here.
Shouts out.
That's right.
Are totally cool and.
All right, folks, we will see you back here Monday night, and say hi to young elderberry for us. Goodbye.
Please go November 3rd, 10 p.m.
And end the record on VMix, and then